while they contemplate on how much of a loser I might be in their eyes, we will listen to the most glorious, the most heroic Jerome and his magnificent testimonial right after this.
Yeah, that's it. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty for being white. That's an anti-white slur, miss. You're just saying that because I'm white. You're anti-white. There you go.
Another great hero of mine discovered in 2020, and I dedicate this Western sunrise to you, Jason Köhne, the man who brought the term Western sunrise to me, and the man who has done maybe more than any of my other new heroes of this year to inspire me to believe we can do it. Thank you, Jason. You have done more than anyone else this year, you and the community around you, to give me hope that we can do it. We men of the West, as downtrodden as we are, as deracinated as we are, as abused as we are, as reviled and poisoned by mean pathogens, we can heal ourselves. We can do this. And it's a great feeling to have hope and to have a plan, have a good map. So you've also contributed a lot to my map of what's going on. I'm always trying to put together the picture of the whole elephant from the reports of all the different blind men that are looking at different parts of the elephant. And you have helped me a lot with your paradigm of noticing the anti-whiteism. The anti-whiteism is a huge explanatory power. Yes, that's why I came here today. I thought we might have the "and God spake" lighting in the sky, and we do, because today we have some rare clouds here, and look at those. That is "and God spake" lighting, isn't it? And God spake. Bubble! Yes. So thank you, Jason Köhne. You have rocked my year. Your community has given me great new hope for good reason. And also the community around you. I just love hanging out with those positive people and with people who are also, we can feel the energy. The shift is palpable in the way, having a reason not to despair, but a reason to know that we can recapture our destiny. We can heal the wounds. We can replace the poison with good, clean energy inside of us, and it will lift us. We will raise our functioning to a higher level, and we will raise our children healthier, and we will manifest our biospirit, and we will stop being enablers of our own destruction and depredation. Thank you, Jason.
the effect of the skies. I was just saying, Prometheus opened the skies himself for Jerome, and so that the light could pour through during his testimonial. Truly a remarkable testimony. We're deeply grateful. I was just saying there when the system had muted me because I'm throwing electricity again, was that we had that beautiful piece by Richard Wagner and that great testimonial that he gave. And I was saying that we love and support him in the work that he is doing. And you have Mr. Bloom with him, and of course, love and support Jerome. And so grateful for that great testimonial that he gave with that majestic scenery that truly speaks to the soul of a Westman, doesn't it? Man, woman, and child. And I swear to you, you have these like moments. How many more moments are we going to have where you have people who are going free? They start going free, and then there is like moments of synchronicity. There's moments of the sky opens up, the light comes through, the ocean is just right. There's something there. There's something truly magical in the air. And thank you so much, Jerome. That was magnificent. And you're going to help so many people as a consequence of sharing that video. Now that video is over on Jerome's channel. And if one of the moderators could share that, it would be fantastic. Or Jerome, you could also write it out, but put spaces, and then people know that there won't be a space to find you when they put together the URL. If you wanted to try it that way to see if it would work. But God bless you, brother, and thank you so much for that. Let's jump on over to another early announcement. We're going to keep rolling along, and then we will swivel around this way. I know that some of you like to hear me say that. Swivel. I will swivel this way. We have YouTube is not allowing some of you to leave comments under my videos on the threads. So don't be dismayed. You're not the only one, but do keep trying. If you post a comment and it disappears, try writing it another way. So just be aware that anti-whites are encumbering the process. And I believe, in no stretch whatsoever, that one of the reasons why they are interfering with people posting comments on the threads is because they're testimonials. People are writing these wonderful things. They're making beautiful videos like Jerome did, just marvelous. And they are, the anti-whites are obviously reading this on the threads, and they got to be thinking, oh no, I don't want white people to be happy about being white. No, that's gone. No, we'll just delete that. That's happening. So if your comment doesn't show up, then just try to write it again, maybe another way, or try to post it maybe to another platform if it won't show up on YouTube. But do get my attention because I understand that testimonials, and you don't have to make sure that it gets to me, but if you haven't let me know yet, something wonderful that has happened for you or your family, your children, your grandchildren, whatever it is, by going free, if you haven't let me know yet, then just know that I would like to know, because I'm getting these messages from people saying, hey, did you know that this thus and such is saying that this wonderful thing? And I'm saying, I know, I've never seen that name in a live chat, never seen it on a stream, never seen it on a thread, never seen it in any of the forums. And they have this, this wonderful story or that wonderful story about going free. So if you're hearing my voice live or in replay, don't be shy. I don't bite, and I won't even tack on the cliche unless you ask me to, even though I just did. So you can bring it to my attention, and it'll be wonderful. If you don't want me to tell folks, that's fine too. Sometimes people just expressly say, please don't tell anyone for whatever reason. I will honor whatever that is. I always have, and I always will. I know what's going on in the world intimately, just too well. So, and even Mr. Jared George himself was having a few issues. He kept trying, and he eventually was able to get comments up. So be like Mr. George, and he's a fantastic guy to emulate. If your comment doesn't show up, try again. Oh, that's good coffee. That's good. I see the ant gnats We're trying to say, oh, it was he's just drinking beer out of a glass, out of a weird looking glass or whatever they said. No, it's not beer. You twit. All right. And of course, not all ant gnats are twits. They're coming over to going free. The good ones, the intelligent ones, the bright ones, like gangbusters, as they used to say. We'll bring back some of these old sayings that the anti-whites got rid of, like gangbusters. Let me see. I also wanted to ask, is Elaine Sabatino with us yet? Has she shown up in the gathering? Because if she has, I want to ask her if I can share some of her pictures from Instagram. I don't know if her account is locked and she doesn't want people to know. I won't show Elaine your personal photo, of your face. I don't want to. Again, I know what's going on in the world. If she shows up, could somebody maybe let me know? That would be great, because we really got to laud this woman. Talk about a Herculean effort. She must have both hands going at once and producing all of these different pieces of beautiful nowhiteguilt.org material that then goes up here, goes up there, it goes in. Okay, she hasn't been here yet. Okay, good. Thank you, Grayman the Gray. He can cast a spell, though, and she'll appear. Watch. She's just amazing. And so we love this woman, and I'd like to share some of her stuff. She has the hearts, and they say no white guilt on them, and she's posting that. How would you like to be like a 14-year-old or 45-year-old or something? You come across a heart, in a place where people are allowed to put stickers, everything that says no whiteguilt.org. There's no way that you are not going to be disarmed by that. You're not going to immediately be thinking about waterfowl. So God bless her. Whether it's out in the physical world or it's on digital world, it's happening. She's putting it out, and we love her. What was the other one? Oh, we have. Let's see if I can. Dean shared with me. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I can pull up another. Oh, you know what I didn't get to show you before was while we were talking about the babies and saving. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. Wouldn't you know? What can I do here I guess I'll do that. And then I will be able to do it. And I saw you all did a great job when the system had muted me, letting me know, because suddenly the chat started going as fast as Nick Fuentes' chat. I was just like, something can't be. I know there aren't that many people going free. Not yet. These are the apostles. They'll a handful of years from, who knows? There'll be plenty of people going free. But right now we are training the core, the elect of Western kind, and Dean might be one of us in the elect there. Look at that. No white guilt, some snow art. And you know what? We've had other people. This is so beautiful. Every year during the winter in the Northern Hemisphere, I don't think that I've received a similar picture from the Southern Hemisphere during their winter. But hint, hint. And when we have winter in the Northern Hemisphere, I get these pictures, and I love them. And I need to share, and I'm going to share more of them. And they've written no white guilt or go free, no whiteguilt.org out in the snows, we're by a path or whatever, and they know people are going to walk by it. Dog path, people are going to walk by and see it. Brilliant, well done, brother. Thank you so much for that. And then this is the other one, and not going to be saying, I don't know if I'm allowed to. So I crop this picture, say their name or anything like this. But this is something that just fills my heart with so much love and hope and purpose and validation. When you are dedicating your life to something that has true value, and then you see this, that's when you know that you're doing the right thing. that's when you know that you have decided to step in front of those that intend to do harm. And then there you see, that is just so marvelous. This baby, this wonderful baby, hands on the book. That really meant a lot when I saw that. So God bless you. You know who you are. Thank you so very much. Wonderful, wonderful people. This is what we're doing this for. Our most vulnerable members. It starts with us. We go for ourselves. We talked a lot about that earlier in the gathering. But it is our most vulnerable members, particularly our babies, that is why we do this. That is why we serve white well-being. We are not going to allow the anti-whites to teach them to hate themselves. We are not going to allow the anti-whites to so infect them that they white flight into every form of self-hate and self-torture and self-mutilation and bad decisions and dead-end roads in life and drug abuse and then maybe into the ultimate white flight of suicide. We're not going to let it happen. And I don't give a damn in all hell what name they call me for getting in the way of that. They can just go straight to hell, every single one of them. This is why we do it. Look at those little hands. That's all you need to see. God bless that family. All right. Let's do you know what? I was going to do this. These are poems that I have either maybe heard read in my childhood, but I've never read until yesterday, and I read each of them one time. So I'm not going to have the best cadence for them. It's not going to be like my finished, polished read, but I wanted to do this. It is Valentine's Day. I will probably, these 3 poems, I think I'm just going to do one right now, maybe. I think I'll do Elizabeth Browning's How Do I Love Thee? And I will probably make all 3 of these into videos and then post them. So when I make them into a video, it will have my concerted effort to get what I consider a proper reading for the piece of poetry. But for now, you're just going to get a live reading. For those lovers of poetry, awesome. For those haters of poetry, too bad. I don't know what else to say. But after listening to, we'll see if the screen comes up. I mean, maybe we'll see. We'll have to wait. After having listened to the poet laureate rapper at the presidential inauguration, I would think that you would want some legitimate poetry, but who knows? Oh, Elaine is here. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Saint Valentine's Day to you, sweet lady. Jason and family, I've been listening to your stream on my TV, but I wasn't signed in. Feel free to share my pics. I've got more from today I haven't posted yet. Wow. Well, we're going to share them right now. And let me just see if I can find this poem. And oddly enough, when I first found this, when I came across this poem, I then accidentally came across it again. I guess it's kind of I've worded that wrong, but I ended up noticing that not all of the poem was there the first time. And I wonder what the deal was with that. So this machine is being taxed right now, so perhaps it will. I wanted to fully, while it does that, let's jump on over here and see if I can find some of this grand champion. Who can be like Elaine Sabatino, this wonderful woman for white well-being? And there are so many champions. You get an opportunity here, folks. You can write your name into that storybook. Are you going to be one of those champions? Is it going to be your name in the storybook? Well, you get to decide. How far are you going to go free? How much of an impact are you going to make in the world with your actions, with your words, in service to white well-being? Let's see. Where are you, Elaine? Okay, here we go. Now, you're saying I can show the pictures. Does that mean that I'm allowed to show you? I'm fine with keeping you out of it because I don't want you to get into any issues. So let's see. How can I do this with? All right, we'll do this. There we go. Can you see that, folks? Look at that. So that is out where folks can see it, and it's online where folks can see it, right? Look at all of these. Come on, camera. Well, imagine that it says nowhiteguilt.org, go free, and it's got beautiful little hearts drawn on the hearts, and the hearts are all beautifully decorated. God, why can't why won't the camera show that? What do I got to do? It's just coming out as, well, for me, it just looks like a blur. And then check that out. Look at that. And then here, nowhiteguilt.org is vegan friendly. Yes, we are. We are friendly to every form of eating here. We'll have restaurants for meat eaters and for vegan eaters, and we'll have it all. Look at this. And then, oh, look, it's kind of coming in on the rock there. The rock is painted, and it says nowhiteguilt.org as well. Ooh, look at this. It's a pretty pink one. Look at that. Isn't that magnificent? Big round of applause for this champion and this heroic lady. Do I have my phone on night mode? No, I don't. Oh, you know what? It might have taken the blue light out of it by now. Yeah, because I do have the... Jesse is here. Or I mentioned that earlier, I think. Didn't I, Jessica? Great to see you. A question. Is it even worth dealing with old friends who hate their own kind? How to deal with anti-whites in family and ex-friends? Great question. Okay. Isn't it awesome? I want to mention Elaine Sabatino watching on her TV. I love this. I get sent these. This is not even a fraction, by the way, of all of the work this lady does. It's amazing. But I get sent these images. You're so welcome, Elaine. I get sent these images of people watching Go Free on their televisions, on their flat screen TV. And instead of the god awful anti-whiteism that's up, it's something that is making their family. I get sent pictures, and the kids are sitting in front of the TV. The teenagers are watching. I love it. We're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna let what I look like get in the way. I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna allow any of these anti-whites to get in the way. I'm not gonna allow the ant-nats to get in the way. Nothing is going to stop us, and we're gonna have a smile on our faces and a laugh in our heart every bit of the way. We're gonna enjoy ourselves, and even as they attack and cut the tongues out of our mouths, we're gonna do things like read poetry and answer Jessica's magnificent question. Is it worth dealing with old friends who hate their own kind? My dear, it depends on how anti-white they are. Because when you're talking about somebody who hates their own kind, you're talking about a white person or people who are anti-white. And make sure you have them right, that these people are hardcore anti-white. They're not going anywhere. If they are hardcore anti-whites and you're not going to be able to do anything with them, then if it were me, if I were in that scenario, I would say so long. Auf Wiedersehen. I would want nothing more to do with them, because they're just going to poison me if I were there. And when I think about it, and this is my standard for non-white friends as well. If you object to my well-being, my people's well-being, and my personal well-being, I don't care whether you're white or non-white. If you object to it, you're no friend of. How could you be a friend of mine? I mean, you better want everybody to have well-being. especially the group that's being, it has structural warfare, cold warfare, and hot warfare waged against it, especially that group. So I say you got to be careful, because could these people who you consider friends, could they be just villainy signaling? Are they not actually anti-white? Could they be brought around to going free, or at least a neutral position, so that if the friendship is very important, you can maintain it? I'm sure there are things, you have friends that you have put up with things that you didn't like or tolerate very much, but you stayed with them, you endured, and you should absolutely expect the same when it comes to the well-being of our people and our children. And it's the same with anti-whites in the family as well. If I don't need the relationship, if there isn't something, I can imagine a scenario where, like, say a woman has a sister, and they were so close all of their lives, and they're sisters, they love each other, and yet the one has become anti-white. I could see a scenario where the healthy sister says to the anti-white sister, look, I love you, and I want this relationship on some level to continue for all of our days. Please allow it to happen. Please, I will work with you. Just don't be anti-white around me. Don't, whatever the complications may be. And if she says, no, I don't care, I'm going to be anti-white, then that's her making the decision to end the relationship. And that's what I've done with relatives. I've said, look, if you're going to be anti-white, then I'll have nothing to do with you. You're making that decision. I will remain a relative. These were ones that and especially earlier on, I'm less patient with him, with any anti-whites. Now, if an anti-white family member turned up now, I would just say, you're gone. You either drop that garbage right now, or you literally don't exist to me. And I won't accept other family members or friends who know that they're family to ever refer to them as family. I'll play dumb. Who's that? Oh, you mean some scumbag anti-white? So that's how I would say it's going to be a careful, tightrope walk, depending on how important the relationship is for you. There isn't a one-size-fits-all. Find out if they're definitely anti-white and can't be redeemed, or if they're anti-white, whether or not they will stop or not be anti-white around you so that the relationship can continue. And also if they are just villainy signaling, that you will attempt to help them go free, and do it, depending on the person, you might have to be slow walking based on your questionnaire. But that is a marvelous question, and please get back to us with any more questions or developments. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. The Florida Westman. That's awesome. The Florida Westman. He's got a orange there. Of course, the tasty oranges down there in Florida. They are succulent, aren't they?